I'm on the movie, been the foundation. It's time to move. 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 Yeah, it's time to move. 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 It's time to move.
Hello my beautiful people, this is R from DJR Union, and we finally got the results of the tournament happening this past Sunday over at Gen Con 2025. And before I continue on with the video, I just wanted to do a huge shout out over to LullabyAnto for actually being there in person to be able to bring us this information before anyone else, so that way we can articulate it, understand it, and figure out where the meta is going to be shifting going forward. So we pretty much had a lot of decks entering in this meta, but I'm not gonna lie, the results of the top 16 were really shocking, at least for me, because I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I was not expecting for Roy Mustang to make such an appearance that it did over at Gen Con 2025. If you saw the video where me as well as Steve went over a couple of cards lists over at over for the Full Metal Alchemist list, I was roasting that deck heavily. I did not give it a chance. I thought the deck was trash and wasn't really going to amount from us. Boy, was I wrong. As we saw over these past results, once again on LullabyAnto's channel right there on his Twitter post, we saw exactly who ended up winning, as well as the deck that they were rocking, as well as the their track record for the entire tournament. So I just want to take this time to go a little bit over the top 16 results of the tournament and actually give a little bit of insight on what the meta is going to be shifting to going forward. So let's go ahead and hop onto it and see where exactly this meta is going to be shifting towards to. Alright, so here we have the results of the Gen Con tournament. Like I said, we're viewing this on the eXperts website, so shout out to them to be able to get this information as well up to us, so that way we're able to view the results and see exactly what the top 16 looking like and see what the meta is going to be shifting to. So we actually dived right on into it and we see the results for it. I'm pretty sure we can see right here in 4K that the main dominant deck in the entire tournament, or at least in all of top 16, is Roy Mustang. Once again, I was not expecting this deck to do as well as it did. Scratch that. I kind of had a feeling after I was getting my butt toasted by Wobble in our head-to-head battles, which you want to check that out, go ahead and check it out and the description down below. But yeah, we have a lot of decks, and I mean a lot of decks that was playing Roy Mustang in the tournament, and showing some very dominating results. We also have a fair amount of Purple Bleach Squad Zero or Renchi Rush or whatever variation that you're looking to run. But yeah, we have a lot of Purple Bleach in the mix too, and that was also like a pretty, I want to say that I considered to be I was expecting it to top, but we know Purple Bleach is one of those decks that is just can keep up, can compete with some of the more prominent decks and actually showcasing that, hey, it is a top deck itself. And what I am noticing between these two decks, between Roy Mustang and Purple Bleach, is that these two decks run a lot of removal. That's the main thing that I take away from these results, is that the decks that are topping in this tournament are decks that runs a considerable amount of removal, not just with their kill spell alone, but also with other cards that are able to not only decrease the BP of characters, but also just flat out kill the characters outright. Like I said, with Roy Mustang, you have Risa being able to just decrease 2k BP just off rip, and you have Roy Mustang just being able to pitch cards to kill cards and then get the value back by able to draw more cards for having 0 cards in hand, and refueling yourself and adding more fuel to the fire just to be able to kill more stuff. Is truly remarkable and very oppressive and overwhelming. Same thing with Ichigo, just being able to have the kill spells as well as other cards that are just able to kill from when being played. It's another scary thing. And that's what it looks like that this meta is evolving to, is that we're just going to be having, like, the dominant decks are going to be the decks that are able to just flat out remove cards from your enemy's front line at that. Shout out to, like, we do have a lot of other decks that were able to make it in the top 16. You know, shout out to Bookie Wookie, Toto. Love to see it. I'm a huge Bookie Woogie fan. I love the deck, so I'm happy to see that it was able to make its way into the top 16. Same thing with One Punch Man. Like, I was thinking One Punch Man was going to be a huge success in the top 16, player base, or the top 16 results. I apparently was wrong, but we did have one. We have one of Yellow Set Timer right here. Unfortunately, no, we don't have a lot of deck lists for the these for these decks, so we know exactly what people are running. But we do have quite a little bit of few. We got the more important ones, like we can see what people are running and see exactly what is resulting from it. Before I continue, like shout out to Something Fresh. He definitely earned it. Like I said, to taking the whole tournament 7-0, completely remarkable. Like I said, with Roy Mustang, proving any hater, myself included, that hey, this deck is powerful. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all need to step up and understand that hey, this is where it's at. So I'm definitely a believer now. Like I said, that the results speak for itself. But if we go and take a look at the let's go ahead and take a look at the actual deck list themselves just real quick, so we can see what people are rocking. So starting off with Roy Mustang by none other than Something Fresh. We can see the list right here, and we can do a quick overview of everything. Like I said, of course, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, we have Roy Mustang himself. And for those who don't know what the deck does, which we should at this point, and or what the card does, is pretty much to say on play, you're able to kill something with 1k, and for every other card you discard from your hand, increase that value by another k. So this is just your straight removal off of this deck, off of this one card itself, not even including what Risa does. This card, after the games that I played, especially with Wobble, I figured out this card is kill on sight, because not only the fact that when played, it gets to just say, oh, I'm just going to remove 1k BP off one of your characters. It also has a reoccurring main phase effect to just decrease something by 1k. So every turn that this card is on the field, something on your board is being decreased by 1k, only to set it up for Roy Mustang right here. And that's not only the only Roy Mustang that decreases BP. We also have this one right here that I think is during my turn, I can 2 cards or less. Let me see, let me read this. Nope, it's not that. Nope, it's not that Roy Mustang. Do they play that other Roy Mustang that decreases BP? Oh yeah, it is. It's right here. So this Roy Mustang, I believe, is when played, choose a character with 1500 more BP and it loses 1k BP. So again, you have another Roy Mustang decrease BP. You have this Risa decreasing BP, and then you have this Roy Mustang that just, when attacking, I'm just going to just flat out kill your characters. And then not only that, you also have cards like the Military's in Trouble that's just going to refuel your hand. So looking at this list, you can pretty much see why I was able to top. Just the pure amount of removal and profession is actually ridiculous. And if we go up to, if we swap over to, like say, Purple Bleach, fortunately we don't have the deck list for the Renji Rush variation. It would have been nice to see that one in action, see what Homeboy was rocking with that one. Shout outs to Jane for getting 2nd place for the entire tournament. You guys definitely earned it. But if we look at the 5th place, Taylor, taking it away with, I guess, Bleach, Ichigo, and Squad Zero, and seeing what they were running. I played Purple Bleach for the longest time, especially when it first came out. I already know you're playing this raid Ichigo right here, something's dying. Something is dying. And you already know, especially with Purple Bleach, especially with, like, say, Squad Zero and things of that nature, you're able to get cards to your sideline very fast, very quickly, just being able to fuel up for Ichigo Kurosaki to go ahead and clean up. But not only that, you also have Senju Maru, which is another card that has a kill potential behind it that when played, if I'm reading this effect correctly, you can just send a Squad Zero cards into the removal area and just kill character cards whose BP value is based on the amount of cards you send to the sideline. So that's another kill card in of itself, a body and a kill spell in one. So you have 8. Oh, this person's wearing 7, but that's the case they were running like an extra one. That's 8 potential for 8, and the normal kill spell. So that's what, 11 to 12 kill cards. Same thing with Roy Mustang. You're playing what, 11 to 12, if not more, kill cards or decreased PP cards, BP cards in the set or in the deck. Heck, no wonder they were able to mop up the competition. They were just killing everything that you put out on the field. Like, what do you do? Like, really, what do you do? So looking at these results, it's like, it seems like what the meta's evolving to. Hey, if you're able to apply not only oppression, but also just flat out kill power, and more than likely, you feel as though you're going to be dominating the meta. That's what it looks like. Like I said, shout out to all the other ones. I'm shocked that Sukuna Nanami, or even just flat out Sukuna or JJK Blue, didn't do as much result. We didn't see as much people playing it, because I was expecting to actually top quite a bit. We still see it, so shout outs to Fabio for making it happen with Jujutsu Kaisen, Sukuna Nanami, because this is also a very oppressive deck. not as much removal in it, but just pure body oppression. But I can see, like I said, if you're rocking a lot of removal, it's gonna win out every time, which is unfortunate. Div, again, Boogie Woogie, shout out to Div, taking it home with the Boogie Woogie deck for 7 plays. Like I said, everybody here put in work, and everybody here deserved it. You know, the hero, the people's hero right here with Toshiro and Kenpachi of Zaraki making an appearance. So there are people out here that are rocking with the decks that they just love. People are playing the decks they love, and they're making it happen. They're showing that, hey, I can talk with this deck too, which is also a pretty beautiful thing as well. I would have liked to see like Esper Sisters. That's just me. I know Dee's probably gonna punch me in the face for saying that. But I like Esper Sisters. I like playing the deck, no matter how toxic the deck may be. But it sucks that I didn't be able to see it right here. Maybe if I was there, I could have. I'm not gonna sit here and tell that lie. I suck at the game. But yeah, so this is what the results of the tournament looks like, and it seems as though this is what we're going to be expecting, what the meta is going to be going forward. So if we keep getting more sets, like I said, we have Attack on Titan coming up in just a couple of weeks. We have Rurouni Kenshin, we have Code Geass Volume 2 dropping on the horizon as well. So we're going to see just what type of decks are going to continue to be dominating the meta. Thank goodness freaking Kurapika is not in this freaking list. I swear, if I would have saw Kurapika in this top 16 list, I might have actually raised, because screw that deck. All right, I don't care. I don't care if the worst deck in the meta. I don't want to see that deck. That deck is no Kurapika. So I'm happy to see that did not make the top 16. Thank freaking goodness. But yeah, this is pretty much going to be it with it. Like I said, these were the results of the tournament. Like I said, a huge shout out to everybody who busted their balls, who did everything they could to get to those top 16 positions. Shout out to LullabyAnto again. Like I said, we appreciate everything that you do for being there in person and actually getting the information and sharing it for everyone else to see. I wish I could be there, like me, D&J. I wish we could be there, but unfortunately we're just not there just yet. So hopefully in time we're able to get there with you guys' support and everything. We'll be able to come out to these events and actually see for ourselves and actually participate in these events for ourselves. But until then, like I said, we're just going to do whatever we can on our end to bring you guys the information that you guys desire and the information that you guys deserve, and just keep the game alive. Like I said, it seems to be going strong. It's running strong. Everything is good about the game. I mean, I'm not gonna say everything's good, but there's a lot of aspects that I enjoy about the game, and I hope they continue to do these good things, to continue to improve, and that way we can have this long lifespan of this card game. Just show to the world our love for anime, because at least that's why I play this game. I like anime. Everybody else here on this channel likes anime, so to be able to play your favorite anime against each other and have your own little crossovers and everything, it's a beautiful thing indeed. So with that being the case, I've been R from DJR Union. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.